The Eagles here on WMBG. We are Williamsburg's radio station. It is close enough to 3:15, so that means you are officially entering the Super Sound Showcase brought to you by Retro Daddio, and we are so excited because we have a great act in with us today. We have the very talented Billy Joe Daniel in studio. Welcome in to the Super Sound Showcase. I'm excellent. How about yourself?
I'm great on such a beautiful day.
Yes, a beautiful day, and I'm pumped for this because you're following a very tough act from last week, as you know, because you're dating half of the act.
Correct.
For those who don't know or missed last week, we had Hoot and Annie in last week, and he is dating Katie Boucher. So there's some fun little local celebrity relationship status
on the
updates
airwaves.
For you. Yes, there you go. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How'd you get started in music?
I started at age 7 as a professional Elvis impersonator. I did Elvis in a first grade talent show, and it's pretty much on from there. Started performing in Memphis and Vegas and around Arizona where I grew up, and then moved here to Williamsburg, kept performing, doing Elvis impersonations, then eventually started doing my own thing and writing my own music and playing a lot more guitar and getting more serious into learning guitar and things like that. So.
Okay, well, now I feel compelled to ask, can we hear an Elvis impersonation right now?
We'll do a King of Rock and Roll or famous rock and roll impersonation, so there's no copyright infringement. Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go! Don't you steal my blue suede shoes? You do anything but stay off of my blue suede shoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I swear I had no idea that this was happening or that was even a talent, but oh my gosh, that was awesome. That was so good. I can see why you've been doing that since a young age.
I did my first Elvis impersonation in 10 years at Retro Daddio's for Elvis's birthday. We had a big celebration over there at Retro Daddio's, and I actually, because I'm bald, so I donned a wig and sunglasses and everything and did a full-on Elvis impersonation. It was fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Joe Daniel is already setting the bar extremely high for this. You are officially, assuming we make it through this segment and you stick around for the second one, you'll be the first person to actually perform twice for us already.
Uh-oh.
So there you go. You're setting records already. So you mentioned earlier that you're not originally from Williamsburg. How'd you wind up in this area?
Well, I had family here. My grandparents lived here and so on and so forth. And, well, basically, you know, folks pass away, and we moved from Arizona to here to help handle the affairs, and ended up going back and forth, and then ended up staying on the East Coast and staying here in Virginia. My family always loved it here, and it is a one-of-a-kind place, that's for sure.
That it is. And so let's talk about your style of music here, because it sounds like you've dabbled in a lot of different things. So how would you describe your style of music now, and how would you describe that evolution of music for you?
Well, for me, primarily, it was always based in rhythm and blues, rock and roll, 50s, Chuck Berry, Elvis, the originators, and then Robert Johnson, all the blues greats, and then getting everybody else from them. You go through Jimi Hendrix, you go through all the, 50s, 60s, 70s, so on and so forth, all the different genres. I love everything from Brazilian jazz to heavy metal. And so when I write music, it's always been, from when I started writing songs, free form. I never try to say, okay, I am a blues artist, so I have to write strictly blues songs. If I wake up tomorrow and feel like writing a reggae song for kids, I'm going to write a reggae song for kids, which I have. So, you never know.
So because you've traveled around, it seems like you're kind of a globetrotter, so to speak. You've been around, you've probably seen a bunch of different music scenes. What's your perception of the music scene here locally?
I'll tell you what, in the past 6 years since I've been back here, or so, it has just blossomed. It has bloomed in Williamsburg, and it's really awesome to see. There were a few places for bands to play, but there's such a great community here where everybody helps everybody listens to each other, and their styles of music. Everybody's so original and supportive. It's just really great, and that there's so many venues that want to have live music, whereas 5 or 6 years ago there were just a few, in Williamsburg.
And so I have to ask, have you ever performed on radio before?
Yes, I have.
All right, so you're a grizzled vet then. You've got no...
Somewhat.
So he's a professional then, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just going to hype this up. This may be the greatest Super Sound Showcase performance we've ever had. I'm just going to put that pressure on you. I hope you don't mind that. So, are you excited to perform?
Yes, I am.
All right, then.
And nervous.
And nervous. Nah, he's not nervous. Not nervous at all. So, we're going to take a quick break, one song, and we will come back, and Billy Joe Daniel will be performing for us live in the Super Sound Showcase, brought to you by Retro Daddy-O. Billy Joe Daniel, tell us a little bit about the song that you're going to perform for us today.
Well, the song I'm going to perform today is actually a very pretty nice song. A couple years ago tune I wrote a couple years ago. It's called the Ladybug Song, and as in contrast to a lot of like the more harder edge blues stuff that I write and stuff that I do with the trio, that's a lot more, I would say, abrasive to the ear. This is just a pretty positive, encouraging song of love.
That's good. I'm excited to hear it. Are you excited to perform it?
Absolutely.
All right. In that case, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pot myself down. I'm going to pot him up. And this is Billy Joe Daniel here in the Super Sound Showcase, brought to you by Retro Daddy-O.
Never feel a day until the sun shows you your way, looking for a better place, or just running off in the distance, when some just hide inside, deny their existence. No reason why, when it all could be gone in a minute flat. Forget it all, just run and don't look back. How about that, yeah? 'Cause if you got to go, you're gonna make it do it all alone. If you got to go, you're gonna make it do it all alone. Many people try to give advice without knowing all the time in life. 'Cause we're all living life for the first time. Oh, I can't tell you what to do when you ain't me and I ain't you, but I'll be by your side. Tell you it's alright, baby, it's alright. Nothing's ever clear until you're there. Don't be scared, 'cause if you got to go, you're gonna make it do it all alone. If you got to go, you're gonna make it do it all alone. Well, it's hard to go chase a place made of faith when you lost so much. Can't trust fate. Got to go, but don't know what tomorrow will bring. Ever run with a show in the winding road. Can't go home, that much you know. Never the same, don't know why. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. Nothing's ever clear until you're there. Don't be scared, 'cause if you got to go, you're gonna make it do it all alone. If you got to go, you're Gonna make you do it all alone. Don't do it all alone. Yeah, right. And if you find that you search too long, come on back. I'll sing this song to you right. I'll sing it right.
Billy Joe Daniel, ladies and gentlemen, here in the Super Sound Showcase.
More cowbell.
More cowbell, he says. More cowbell. That was a good performance right there. That was solid.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
I know I hyped you up a lot, but you actually lived up to it. So.
And the pollen is in abundance outside, so it's a battle against the allergies.
Yes, it is.
Allergies are winning.
I know that feeling. So yeah, if people want to find you, how can they do that on social media?
Well, the perfect way is the Facebook. Billy Joe Daniel, and the band is Billy Joe Trio on Facebook. Also, the band is on Reverb Nation, Billy Joe Trio, or Reverb Nation, Billy Joe Daniel search. And we have our full album for the band on iTunes. Just search Billy Joe Trio and it'll come up. And you can find original songs of mine all over YouTube or Facebook.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us today in the Super Sound Showcase. And again, shout out to Jen at Retro Daddio for making all of this possible. That was a weak cowbell.
New Batusi for Jen.
Billy Joe is just keeping me on my toes this interview, I gotta say. So thank you so much for coming in again.
I really do appreciate it, and I love everything that you guys are doing. It means the world to us.
And thank you, everyone out there, for listening. It makes this all worthwhile. So go out, support local music, and we'll be back to some of more of America's best music right after this.